welcome back to the channel. I am Samantha and I am the Luxe Wife, and welcome back to my amazing closet tour. This past couple of weeks I have been going through the process of pulling my closet together, from upgrading it from a smaller size closet to now this beautiful luxury closet. So today you guys are in for a treat. If you have not had the opportunity to check out my previous videos updating and upgrading this closet, I will go ahead and link those videos for you below. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here, welcome back. You guys already know the type of excitement and luxury you're about to get. So guys, you definitely want to make sure that you are subscribed, because following this video next week, I will be dropping pricing and we will talk basically, Samantha, how much did this cost you? And I got you. We will get into the nitty-gritty how much everything costs. So make sure that you are subscribed so that way you know how much your girl spent. But for now, as for today, let's get into this closet tour. So as we get into this closet tour, I'm just going to break it down. Basically, what you see, face value of everything. I'll talk about the nitty-gritties of the things that I added. I won't talk about pricing today because that's just not important to talk about pricing, but I will talk about some of the things that I added onto the system to make it a little bit more nicer and elevated than what it already is, okay? So as you come into my closet, I have a huge oversized 6-door glass door unit. Located at the top of the unit, as you see, is 6 glass doors, and then along the bottom is beautiful drawers for you to store additional stuff in it. And of course, as you see the video, you will see how I have things stored in the drawers. So directly behind me, because this unit has 3 separate hanging and then a large middle section of shelves, I decided to divide it up in a way that makes it more accessible when I come to get my clothes for day-to-day operations, basically, okay? So directly behind me, because this width of this side of the hanging is very long, I like to keep like my dresses, all of my very long dresses, in this particular section. It just makes more sense, honestly, for the space. And because, you know, as spring, summertime hits, even winter, we always have a lot of dresses. It just makes so much more sense that the most oversized space is for things that you use consistently and constantly all the time, and honestly you have the most of. So having this particular section for that is just so key for me, and I very much love to like color coordinate things from light to dark, as well as prints and patterns and things of that sort, so that way I can easily see exactly what it is that I want. Now, I stated in the previous video that I did a much serious purge because it just made a lot of sense, and honestly it made a lot of sense, and I'm glad I did, because now it creates a space for me to grow into. I'm not gonna grow out of this space no time soon, and I love that for me. And I love that for you too. Now, immediately beside it is also another hanging section, but it's also very narrow. Okay, so I'm not saying very narrow, so like 14 inches wide worth of hanging. And for this particular section, I like to use this, or I like to call this my luxury ready to wear section, because I don't have a lot. We're gonna be honest, but guess what? We speak things into existence, so therefore we have more. But I don't have a lot, but I do have just enough. Now, all of it right now is not particularly hanging up, but I do have a couple of pair of denim as well as dresses from luxury fashion houses, and I thought this was the most perfect space to hang them. So when I say I want to wear something elevated for today, I want to throw on some Alexander Wayne or some Tom Ford, I just come to this particular section here and I know exactly what I'm looking for, and we are ready to go for today. Now let's also talk about and also mention these soft close doors, because listen, I mean, I know y'all have seen the IKEA closets. I know how y'all have seen everybody closets, but these soft closed doors, it just elevates it that much more, and it gives me more than what I'm actually bargaining for. So I love that. Now, as we get closer to the end of the 6-door unit, I have a shelving section here, and then on the other side I have a hanging section here. Now let's go ahead and talk about the hanging section, since we're already in that process of the hanging section, before we actually go into the shelving. Okay, so this hanging section also is very narrow, just like the other one down there. It's about 14 inches wide, but what I decided to do for this section was make it a 2-tier. Okay, I just thought it just made much more sense. When it comes to hanging tops, when it comes to hanging short skirts, those things are very small, right? And they don't take up much space. And if I'm being honest, I don't have a lot of short clothing. So it just made more sense to make this particular area that I have my really cute, nice tops at the hanging at the top, and then down at the bottom, I have some of my longer, thinner lace material, sheer material tops hanging down at the bottom. I know exactly, once again, where I'm coming to if I'm looking for something specific. And because these tops aren't your everyday tops and things of that sort, cute, simple tops that I can throw on with some denim and elevate an outfit, I know exactly where I can come to, because sometimes I want to look put together, I want to look extremely cute, but I don't want to do too much and I don't want to try too hard. You know, sometimes you just want a really cute top, but you want some really relaxed bottoms and maybe some flats on and call it a day. But you still want people to take you serious when they see you. So that for me just does it for me. Now, I did say how this hanging section over here was some of my luxury ready to wear items. I do also have some tops that are luxury fashion house ready to wear items, and they are hanging in this particular section just because they are shorter compared to that one. It's longer. It just makes more sense. But either way, I know exactly where I'm coming to get my really nice items. And again, nothing looks overly filled or overly compacted, simply because we downsized, and downsizing forces you to get rid of stuff that you don't wear. We all have things with tags on them. Let's get rid of them. We all have things that we have had forever, and we just like, one day I'll be able to fit it and get into it again. And unfortunately, that day has not come. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay? And because when you do get back down to your desired size, you're going to want all new. You're going to want all new. Now, when it comes to this middle section here, this is just like my favorite, that girly piece, that girly section that we all love, that we all just want to have in our closet. And it's just my favorite. So starting off at the top, I wanted to find a creative way to store both my shoes and bags on the same shelf. Now, usually before in my closet tours, you guys have seen the fact that I have stored like shoes solely on one shelving or two shelving, and then bags completely separate. But this time I wanted to take it up a little bit of a notch, because I like the mix and match of shoes and bags on the same shelf. So at the top, I have basically my Decor heels, some cute Bottega inspired handbags that I have purchased from Amazon. And then down on the second row, I have a pair of Gucci heels. I also have my Prada bag, Fendi bag, as well as a YSL clutch, along with another inspired handbag from Amazon on the second row. And I think it just turned out so pretty and so beautiful. I just love it so much. Now, the shelving down below, now as you see, there's not many shoes on it, because honestly I have room to put about 4 to 5 more pairs of shoes on each shelf. And again, that is another one of those I love that for me moments, because it just makes that much more sense. Because yes, I do have quite a bit of shoes. I do have quite a bit of sneakers. I do have quite a bit of heels, and you'll get to see how the rest of my heels are displayed. Of course, no, this is not the only section for my shoes. But this particular section, you get to see how this is laid out. And then along the bottom shelving is just pretty much sneakers. Some of my luxury designer sneakers, and then onto my regular sneakers to Adidas, Nikes, etc. So that is what I keep in this oversized 6-door closet system because it's so nice. Now, if you asked me, did I have to have the doors? No. But when we talk about pricing, which is why you need to be subscribed next week, when we talk about pricing, you'll be like, baby, the doors are gorgeous. The doors can say, and that's just that. So yes, this is what this size looks like, and I just think it turned out so beautiful and this is so gorgeous. Now off to the side, I also have a smaller unit. So let's get into the smaller unit and how I basically have that styled and stored. Now behind me is a 2-door glass unit, and essentially it is exactly the same thing as the bigger one. So this is basically like the baby, and that is the mother load that carries the heavyweight. Okay, now this one has one long hanging rod across the top, and then along the side of it is shelving along the side. So let's talk about how we have things stored in these particular places. Okay, so in this section here, this is pretty much like my black and white section. Okay, I am very much a simple woman. I'm very simple, okay? I do love color. I do have some color things in my closet, but for the most part, I'm a very simple girl. You can expect the same thing out of me when it comes to like styling. I want to be minimal, but I also want to look nice. And that's just what this section is here. Now, along at the bottom of it, as you see, I do keep my Louis Vuitton duffel bag at the bottom because I just think it's pretty much just a perfect place for it. I no longer have to store things, especially like that type of things, at the top of my closet system because it is tall enough, and it's just doing everything it's supposed to do for a closet space. Okay, and if you're wondering before you ask, yes, this is the Louis Vuitton Keep All 50. I got it personalized in Italy, and it's just, at this point, is a keepsake. It is very beautiful, it is very gorgeous, and it will forever be a staple piece in my closet. Okay, I also like to keep sets. If you are a set girly like me, this is also where I like to keep my sets. Like if I just don't know what I'm wearing for the day, I can easily come here and easily say, let's just throw on a set, and then we're good to go. We can just amp it up with some heels, play it down with some sandals, or even play it down with some sneakers, and we're good to go for the rest of the day. I love the fact that honestly I can showcase my clothing in a very beautiful, in a very tasteful way without it feeling overcrowded or without it feeling like it's just too much for the space. Again, this is another one of those areas that is not overcrowded because we have room. We have room to grow. And I love that. Okay, for the next couple of years, you guys will be seeing this, you guys will be seeing me, you guys will be seeing this closet, and I know throughout the years I will get questions, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm perfectly okay with that. You guys know I love sharing everything that I possibly can share with you that is not detrimental. But you guys know I'll share whatever you ask, I will tell you, okay? So next week when we talk about pricing, I will also answer some of your questions that you guys have been asking me this past couple of weeks about my closet. So yes, okay? Now on to this final side, the final shelving of this system. This is just like one of those extra shelving places that I just think is just so nice for the space. Okay, I have most of my Louis Vuitton bags as well as a Prada bag at the top, and then right below it I have this very beautiful, I mean incredibly gorgeous, beautiful perfume stand. Okay, it is so gorgeous. I have most of my perfumes here. Again, I will say this again, like I have said years ago, do not recommend any perfumes to me unless it's gifted, because I don't need any more. Okay, I need to get through all of these that I have before purchasing anything new. And to be honest with you, perfume is so expensive, and we're just going to leave it at that. Okay, So, and then below it, I just have more bags on the shelving. Now, these shelvings are so deep. They're 19 inches deep, and this one is 14 inches wide. And honestly, I can double up on bags. I can get the gold bag valet rods to have to store my bags on, so that way I can have multiple bags in the front and the back, however I want to. Again, this is something that I look forward to growing in, and when it's time to upgrade to new, we upgrade to new. But for now, this newness is good. Now, something everybody should have is this valet rod. This valet rod is just so nice. It's so convenient. You know, this is just something that just makes sense for every space. Obviously, I opted for gold because the handles on the door pulls are gold, as well as the drawer pulls are gold. So I wanted to pull in also that gold element, and this is just so good. When you're getting up and getting your day together and getting your day ready, you want to be able to pull your outfits together, and the best way to be able to pull them together instead of holding them on your arm is to put it on the valet rod. It just makes that much more sense to be able to have something you can pull out and your clothes on, observe whatever it is, the outfit that you're wearing for the day. You're able to pull it together, put it on the rods, see exactly what you're looking at, and you can say, okay, I want to wear this, or I do not want to wear this. And then when you're in situations where if you need to steam your clothes, this is just a perfect option to be able to hang something and then go along and steam your article of clothing in the easiest way possible without hanging it unnecessarily onto something that may potentially fall. And it just makes that much more sense. Okay, so I absolutely love this valet rod. I had this in my closet before the last one, so not the last one, but the one before that, which that video is linked so you guys can check it out also. But I had the valet rod before, and in that particular closet, because the way the room was set up, I actually had two. So that was so perfect. That reduced the amount of clothes just hanging around unnecessarily, because I can just pull them out, put them onto the valet rods, and then I am just good to go. But this one's so perfect. Again, it's beautiful. The gold is just a nice, beautiful, simple touch, and I just love everything about it. Now, just along the bottom of this entire closet system are drawers. So I have a total of 9 drawers at the bottom. 9 drawers, okay? And they are just so perfect. Like, you don't realize how stuff makes sense until you don't have it, and then you do have it and you're like, oh, I need this every single time. These drawers, they house some of the simpler items for me, like as you see. In one of the drawers, I have like smaller accessories when it comes to pouches, wallets, and then I also have like denim that I gravitate towards every single day. Now, one thing about me is that when it comes to wearing denim, I will wear the same pair over and over again because they fit good, they're comfortable, and it just makes sense. And because of that, I don't want to have to worry about hanging them up and taking them off the hanger every single time. So having my ready to wear, my go-to denim at the bottom, I could just open a drawer, pull my denim out, and I'm ready to go. That has become a game changer for me. Also, in another one of the drawers, as you see, I do have t-shirts, some cute tees I can obviously pair with denim that are easily accessible, that I'm just like, I don't necessarily have to hang those on hangers. I can just take them, grab them, throw them on with a pair of jeans, and I am good to go. But because there is 9 drawers, again, that's one of those spaces and one of those areas where I'll grow in, because I'm not using all of the drawers at all. Now, one of the recent things I've added to this closet, considering basically everything in here is pretty recent, so let me not lie to y'all, but one of the recent things I added is this beautiful Prada portrait just behind me. I think it is so beautiful, and it's so gorgeous. Can you guys believe I paid under $30 for it? Under $30. I told you, wait until we get into the pricing of everything that was spent here. You guys are going to be shook, okay? Because isn't nice. The oversized picture just looks so good, especially behind me on this particular wall. I have my name sign that says Deluxe Wife, which is of course so gorgeous, which I've had for over almost about a year now, and I just think it just turned out so well. It's literally perfect for the space. Prada, a luxury closet. It's just so good. And the fact that it also says Milan, Italy, one of the most spaces that's near and dear to my husband and I's heart. It's at this point, it is sentimental value, and for the price point, once again, Baby, I'm not getting rid of you. I'm not getting rid of you, but it's so gorgeous. And I think it just tied the space in just so well, okay? Now, before we finish off the video with seating, let's talk about the island in this room that is just so gorgeous. And I know why you're here. You're here because of this island, okay? Now, one of the favorite places that I have created in this space, in this room, is this island. This island is so gorgeous and so beautiful. I've seen so many islands, especially across TikTok, when it comes to having a island in your closet, and I was this close to getting the ones that I've seen, which were the white islands. And of course it would look nice, especially contrasting with the white closet. But I said, you know what, Samantha, you know what you're doing. You know how to elevate a space, make your space your own. So go big and go bold. So I decided and opt to have more of wood tone elements in this closet. And I am so glad I did, because it turned out incredibly gorgeous. Okay. Now the ones I've seen on TikTok, the white ones, they're still gorgeous as well. They just had a little bit more glass than I would prefer. And if I'm being honest, I felt like I had enough glass here. So I said, let's dial down having the glass in the closet and let's go with something that's going to elevate it a little bit more than just the simple white one. So I opted to have this one. It's very much oversized at 55 inches long. It's 35 inches tall. So it's very much the appropriate height for a closet size. It's not short. It's literally the height you need to be able to do everything you need. So let's get into this island and how I basically have it styled. So on the front side of the island, it has 4 drawers. The very first drawer being see-through, and then the other 3 drawers are not. And on the side of it, it also has 3 additional shelves for you to also store additional things on it. So let's talk about this drawer and how gorgeously I have it laid out, okay? So in the very top drawer, I have everything from my sunglasses to my jewelry to my watches, just my everyday simple pieces that I love to have. That is going to do it for me, okay? Now, if I'm being honest, the watch organizer I already had, but the other organizers I did not have. So I had to put my brain to use that algebra and basically make sure I have all the measurements that I needed to basically fill and maximize this drawer as much as possible. I wanted to go with the white material organizers, but I said, no, I already have a black one. So it's no need of spending extra unnecessarily to change to something else. When you get, baby, you can use what you have and just add on to it. So that's exactly what I did. I had the black one, so I said, let's just add on to the black. And when I tell you, this turned out way more beautiful than I ever imagined, and turned out more beautiful than I ever imagined. It just looks so good and so clean. And I love how I'm able to, like I say, I'm able to see everything. I'm able to access everything in my drawer without having to do too much. You guys know, if you don't see it, you're not wearing it. And the fact that now I can see everything, I have access to everything, it's not overly cluttered. Like, I don't have so much where it's like everything is sitting on top of each other. It just makes, it's just gorgeous, and it's just beautiful. It's just gorgeous. Now, as we go on to the bottom, 3 drawers on this side, I have all shoes. Now, based off this very first drawer, you can automatically tell that your girl love Hermes sandals. So yes, in the top drawer, I do have quite a few Hermes Oran sandals. They're just my favorite. Some people say they're comfortable. Some people say they're not. They're very comfortable to me. They're very much a quality sandal. So if you're looking for a lightweight sandal, this is not the sandal for you. And also, this is not the video to talk about Hermes sandals, because I also do have a video on my channel talking about some Orans, so you can check that video out as well. But I do have additional space in this drawer for me to add more, and a little birdie told me to tell y'all to come back when I do my spring haul, because you're gonna get to see some more, okay? You're gonna get to see some more. But the top drawer again is my Hermes Oran sandals. The drawer immediately after that, you're going to get a little bit of Hermes, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, Valentino into this drawer. This is another one of those drawers that has like my luxury fashion house sandals that I always gravitate towards just because it just makes sense. These are sandals that I just always wear and I always gravitate towards regardless. I stated in a previous video that I was going to create a Poshmark Depop. I actually did create the Poshmark account. So that way when I go into selling some things that I already had, since I have already decluttered, yes, things are luxury, yes, things are name brand, some things are not, maybe like Zara and stuff like that, but you guys will have access to it, okay? Access to it. And then in the very final drawer at the bottom, I like to call this my this is like my 90s drawer. This is my loafers, my flats, my wedges. I just love a good simple shoe, and I just think they are just all so cute. They all have their own little different little element to them, if you ask me, but they're just so cute. A pair that I always gravitate toward is definitely these Gucci loafers. These are just something that are just so I mean, these are amazing quality. You can tell by the bottom of them that your girl wears her stuff. I'm not just holding on to it just to hold on to it. I wear it. I said to myself that I wanted to get another pair. I've had these pairs since about 2017, 18, and they are still amazing quality, okay? So I got my money's worth. The cost per wear is wearing. And I've got my money back 10 times over and over and over. And because we're all so into flats right now, these are another one of my favorite flats that I like to just throw on with the little memory foam insole. And it just amps up even a simple outfit, a dainty dress. It just looks so good, so good, so good. And you guys know, I told you the 90s are back. Look at these. Oh, look at these. I got these gifted to me from Just Fab, and I just think they are so cute, especially in the summertime with some white toes, pink toes. These are going to up any outfit, but these are just so gorgeous. So now that we've talked about the left side of the island, let's talk about the right side of the island. On the right side of the island, I have a simple marble tray, and a little birdie told me to tell y'all that this is a faux marble tray. This is not real marble, okay? This is a faux marble tray I got from Amazon for like $7.99, okay? And simply being is because this is glass, and honestly, I did not want to put marble on top and I accidentally drop it and it's noisy, it breaks. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we're doing. Now on the tray, I have this beautiful vase that I got from Walmart, and the flowers in the inside are also a Walmart. Just a $10 purchase that I purchased maybe about 2 or 3 years ago, and it just definitely, it gave what it was supposed to give, okay? It's giving. It's very much giving, all right? And then just around it, I have 2 candles, one oversized one regular size candle, and then I also have a reed diffusers. Now these candles smells so good. This is by the brand Portfolio. I have seen it almost just about everywhere. I picked these particular ones up from Ross, I believe. Yes, and it was $7.99. This is a larger size one. At Home Goods and TJ Maxx, you're going to pay around $15 for them, but at Ross, you get them a little bit cheaper. It's just a matter of finding them when you're actually looking for them. And when I tell you they smell so good, it smells incredibly, like, I don't know, but baby, this smells so good. So I have this in the scent, this one in the scent Florence. And I also have a smaller size one, and you know, anytime you see a black candle, you're gonna get that sandalwood musk scent smell, and that's exactly what this is, and it just smells so good. Now, just underneath the island, once again, there is 3 shelves, okay? And they're all glass shelves. On the front side of it, I have all of my Christian Louboutins, all of them except for 1 pair, okay? I have them all displayed on the front, and I just think this was literally like the perfect place to display them. One, because this is a glass unit. Everybody loves to see that red bottom. Secondly, also because because it's not a shoe that I gravitate towards all the time, okay? Let's be honest, let's be realistic, okay? So because I don't want to have to worry about constantly having to clean this unit off, having something that I don't gravitate towards every single day helps that. Now, the cabinets are obviously something different, but here I don't have to worry about constantly fingerprints, hand touching when it comes to that, okay? So I have my Christian Louboutins, and then at the bottom, on the bottom shelf, I have a 2 pair, and in the middle, I have some luxury fashion house books, as you see, from the Valentino to the Chanel to the Hermes. Again, these are books that I've had for 4 years or so that's literally perfect. And so that was something I did not have to worry about splurging anything extra on, okay? And then on the back side, to finish this island off, on the back side of the island, because it is also exposed on the black side, as you see, I have some Versace headbands, which I also got a new one, so you got to come back once again for my spring haul, and you see the new one that I just recently got as a gift. And I also have some Ruslan Baginski hats, which I think are so gorgeous and so pretty. Haven't gotten a new one in a while, but I think the 3 that I have are literally the perfect 3. I just need black, okay? I just need the black one. And then on the very bottom, I have another 3 pair of heels, a pair of Christian Louboutins, a pair of heels that were purchased from Zara, and then some Steve Madden. And that, guys, that is my island. I just think it's so gorgeous. I think it's so beautiful. Again, it's big enough for me to grow into it, and I think it's just, it does exactly what it needs to do, and it fits the space so well. And there is no complaints at all. Now, lastly, I hope you didn't forget that, of course, a closet is not complete without having a seating area, okay? And I recently added this chair and table, and I thought it was just so gorgeous, okay? Now, I added it prior to seeing everything come together. So that's how well my mind works. My mind works and says, oh, this definitely is going to look so good together, okay? So the chair, I picked the chair up from, can you believe it? I picked it up from Ross for under $150. Again, when we get into pricing of this closet, you guys are going to be shook, okay? Because I was, okay? So I got this chair for just under $150. I also got the pillows from Ross as well. They were in a 2-pack, as well as the throw over the chair. Now, just beside me, I have a side table, a marble side table. Now, this particular marble side table was picked up from Burlington, and the flowers on top, that was also another Ross purchase, okay? Now, when I tell you this room came together so beautifully, I can sit and enjoy my space and talk about ways with myself, how I want to grow, how I want to maximize on things in life, and see myself elevate from one level to the next, to the next, to the next. And essentially, that's what you guys have been able to witness. And I want to be able to show you, yes, having nice things is nice, but taking care of the things that you already have is nicer, okay? Because essentially, it teaches you how to value what's to come. It teaches you how to value what's to come, okay? And I can't be more grateful for this space than I already am. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm so grateful to be able to have my husband, who is just 100% hands-on when it comes to YouTube with me, when it comes to putting together every little thing that I have, helping with my visions, and when I see things and when I have things in my head, when I put it on paper and it's like, this is how I want it, this is how it's in my head, this is how I want it to come out of my head and onto paper and come into fruition. Like, this is now my safe haven, and I love this. I love this for me, okay? Now, there are a few things that I would love to add to the space that's going to take itsy bitsy things up a notch. And I know you're probably already like, Samantha, what can you add? Just think about it. You know, like all of my accessories in here, like the pulls on the door are gold, the pulls on the drawers are gold, but guess what? The clothing rods are silver. So I would love to change the clothing rods to gold so that way that matches. I would love to change the lighting here, but unfortunately, fortunately, because we're renting this space, that's not an option for me. So we're gonna have to take this luxury closet with this dated light. Okay, that's just what we're gonna have to do. But this is it. This is my space and I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Okay, well guys, that is it. We have officially made it to the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's closet tour because I definitely enjoyed you guys coming into my space today. Again, make sure you are subscribed because next week we're going to get into the nitty-gritty, talking about pricing, how much did I spend, what exactly was add-ons, because a lot of time when people do closet tours, they don't tell you what was an add-on or not. They just say, oh, this closet only cost me $1,000, but then when you get down to the nitty-gritty, it was $2,500. Okay, so we are going to talk about it because it just makes sense. Sometimes you just want to know, and I'm like I said, I got you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, until next video, I will see you guys later. Bye.